Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Bangladesh to get the latest videos on ELT, TESOL, TEFL, English Literature, Linguistics and Applied Linguistics. This is Emil Loed, Chairman IELT and Head of Linguistics, Patr, Bangladesh with ELT course Paper 5, Approaches and Methods of Language Teaching, Part 1, Communicative English Language Teaching, Unit E. As a part of MA in ELT program, this lecture is on teaching techniques and classroom activities of communicative approach. In this module, you will also learn about different techniques and classroom activities of CLT, including role play, interviews, group work, information gap, opinion sharing, Scavenger Hunt, and so on. So this video is very important and helpful for you. Learn English by English. Keep watching my English video videos. I maintain international standard in teaching English. Let's get started. Introduction to Communicative Syllabus. Communicative language teaching syllabus organizes the teaching according to the notional and functional categories of language rather than according to its structures. It concentrates on the following: number 1, interactions, using language to communicate. Number 2, tasks, using language to perform meaningful tasks. Number 3, learner, putting the learner's interest needs in the forefront. Communicative activities include any activities that encourage and require a learner to speak with and listen to other learners as well as with people in the program and community. Communicative activities have real purposes to find information, break down barriers, talk about self, and learn about the culture. Equal emphasis on all 4 language skills, listening, reading, writing, and speaking are given. Emphasis on students' needs. Combination of different techniques, functions are central, vocabulary and form are dependent on communicative purposes. Classroom activities. CLT teachers choose classroom activities based on what they believe is going to be most effective for the students developing communicative abilities in the target language. Oral activities are popular among CLT teachers as opposed to grammar drills or reading and writing activities because they include active conversation and creative and unpredicted responses for students. Activities vary based on the level of language class they are being used in. They promote collaboration, fluency, and comfort in the target language. The 6 activities listed and explained below are commonly used in communicative language teaching classrooms. Number 1, role play. Role play is an oral activity usually done in pairs whose aim goal is to develop students' communicative abilities in a certain setting. Examples: the instructor sets the scene where is the conversation taking place, as per example in a cafe or in a park. The instructor defines the goal of the student's conversation. As per example, the speaker is asking for directions, the speaker is ordering coffee, the speaker is talking about a movie they recently saw, etc. The students converse in pairs for a designated amount of time. This activity gives the students the chance to improve their communicative skills in the target language in a low-pressure situation. Most students are more comfortable speaking in pairs rather than in front of the entire class. Instructors need to be aware of the difference between conversation and an utterance. Students may use the same utterances repeatedly when doing this activity and not actually have a creative conversation. If instructors don't regulate what kind of conversations students are having, then the students might not be truly improving their communicative skills. Number 2, interviews. An interview is an oral activity done in pairs whose main goal is to develop students' interpersonal skills in the target language. Example A. The instructor gives each student the same set of questions to ask a partner. B. Students take turns asking and answering the questions in pairs. This activity, since it is highly structured, allows for the instructor to more closely monitor students' responses. It can zone in on one specific aspect of grammar or vocabulary while still being a primarily communicative activity and giving the students communicative benefits. This is an activity that should be used primarily in the lower levels of language classes because it will be most beneficial to lower level speakers. Higher level speakers should be having unpredictable conversations in the target language where neither the questions nor the answer are scripted or expected. If this activity were used with high level speakers, it wouldn't have many benefits. Number 3, group work. Group work is a collaborative activity whose purpose is to ameliorate and foster communications in the target language in a large group setting. Example 1. Students are assigned a group of no more than 6 people. 2. Students are assigned a specific role within the group, as for example member A, member B, etc. 3. The instructor gives each group the same task to complete. 4. Each member of the group takes a designated amount of time to work on the part of the task to which they are assigned. 5. The members of the group discuss the information they have found with each other and put it all together to complete the task. Students can feel overwhelmed in language classes, but this activity can take away from that feeling. Students are asked to focus on one piece of information only, which increases their comprehension of that information. Better comprehension leads to better communications with the rest of the group, which improves the students' communicative ability in the target language. Instructors should be sure to monitor that each student is contributing equally to the group effort. It takes a good instructor to design the activity well so that students will contribute equally and benefit equally from the activity. Number 4, information gap. Information gap is a collaborative activity whose purpose is for students to effectively obtain information that was previously unknown to them in the target language. Example A. The class is paired up. One partner in each pair is partner A and the other is partner B. Example B. All the students that are partner A are given a sheet of paper with a timetable on it. The timetable is filled in halfway, but some of the boxes are empty. C. All the students that are partner B are given a sheet of paper with a timetable on it. The boxes that are empty on partner A's timetable are filled in on partner B's. There are also empty boxes on partner B's timetable, but they are filled in on partner A's. Example D. The partners must work together to ask about and supply each other with the information they are both missing to complete each other's timetables. Completing information gap activities improves students' abilities to communicate about unknown information in the target language. These abilities are directly applicable to many real-world conversations where the goal is to find out some new piece of information or simply to exchange information. Instructors should not overlook the fact that their students need to be prepared to communicate effectively for this activity. They need to know certain vocabulary words, certain structures of grammar, etc. If the students have not been well prepared for the task at hand, then they will not communicate effectively. Number 5, opinion sharing. Opinion sharing is a content-based activity whose purpose is to engage students' conversational skills while talking about something they are caring about. Example: A. The instructor introduces a topic and tasks students to contemplate their opinion about it, as for example, dating, dress code, global warming, etc. B. The students talk in pair or small groups debating their opinions on the topic. Opinion sharing is a great way to get more introverted students to open up and share their opinions. If a student has a strong opinion about a certain topic, then they will speak up and share. Respect is key with this activity. If a student doesn't feel like their opinion is respected by the instructor or their peers, then they will not feel comfortable sharing and they will not receive the communicative benefits of this activity. Number 6, Scavenger Hunt. A scavenger hunt is a mingling activity that promotes open interactions between students. Example: A. The instructor gives students a sheet with instructions on it. As per example, find someone who has a birthday in the same month as yours. B. Students go around the classroom asking and answering questions about each other. C. The students wish to find all of the answers they need to complete the scavenging hunt. In doing this activity, students have the opportunity to speak with a number of classmates while still being in a low-pressure situation and talking to only one person at a time. After learning more about each other and getting to share about themselves, students will feel more comfortable talking and sharing during other communicative activities. Since this activity is not as structured as some of the others, it is important for instructor to add structure. If certain vocabulary should be used in students' conversation or a certain grammar is necessary to complete the activity, then instructor should incorporate that into the scavenger hunt. Thank you.